go. Yeah, that'll do. I need to get better at this special. There we go. And just go to ideally it doesn't throw the special one. And we get him down that way. There we go, get that one in the bin too. Alright, we need to get up to about 8 million on this one. Oh god. Yeah, why not? These are all pretty terrible matchups. He was dying, but the regen kicked in. I thought it'd be reversed, but it wasn't. queen doesn't even need binary. She's flying. Oh, wow, so rank 3 Old Man Logan. Someone has some passion right there. Well, oh ouch, that didn't work well. Right. Yeah, I'll swap them. Oh, we heard it has a suicide on the it's nice. Well, that was unfortunate. Try and regen some of that back. And she's dead. Right. Just keep it going, keep it going. get through this. Damn, why isn't it evading? There we go. There we go. That's so weird how he didn't evade. So weird. Alright, clear that off. Oh. Why is that? A little bit off. Why was that off there? There we go. Solid. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do, pig. No, instantly get up and throw it. Nice. Thought that combo would have finished it, but it didn't. And there we go. Venom down. Let's drag that down. Ouch. There we go. There we go, that's better. Good morning, Crypto. How's it going? Good, good. Are you also suffering in the arena, or are you doing something else? Yeah, season is almost over. It's been an interesting one. Oh, wow, okay. Thought I'd hit that parry. Apparently not. Are we good? Well, that would have been a Battlegrounds loss if I'd ever seen one. Yeah, got what? This war and then one more? I know personally for SSX we need 1 win, and then we guarantee Platinum 1, which is quite nice. How about yourself? Oh, the Dex, that wasn't even in the lead. I wish that War wasn't even on a weekend, if I'm honest, but we can't have the best of both worlds. Okay, nice. Okay. Where are you going to? AQ is nobody's friend, and to be honest, until it gets buffed, it's not the greatest experience. And 2, I think a lot of people who spend money will probably just buy the daily card and maybe even just completely sack the arena off. But we'll see. Alliance is called X. I don't recognise that name. Are they new and up and coming, or have they been around like P1, P2 for a while, now deciding to push Masters just in general? I don't recognise that name, because I was in quite a few P1, P2 alliances before I came to GT40. That's it, Wasp. You're finished. There we go, that's why. That's why then. Ah, good luck. Pushing for Masters is good. I think the more alliances we can have that start looking to push War a lot more seriously, it only makes it a better experience for the game. It'll be interesting to see where it all goes. There's a lot of very, very strong alliances this season that's going for the top few spots. This is the closest season that we've had for a while. I think even now it's still not decided. I think there's something like 4 attack bonus or something between first and second right now. And that's it. Just 4 attack bonus over the whole season. Turn that down slightly. Like, that's mental when you think of it. Because the 2 people that were fighting first and second just had their war against each other recently. So, ooh. Put you there. Who else is going there then, Crypto? Do you know? Do you know any other names? I might recognise them. So you're kind of doing what Swadier's Alliance and LVT were talking about doing then in this this X Alliance. Problem is this season that all the plus minus war rating situations all messed up, so it's really hurt some alliances that were going for that. But hopefully, because it's happened this season, Kabam will be ready to actually fix it like they've said going forward. It's the newest craze. It's the rating thing's just so bizarre. it's such a weird situation to like just happen out of nowhere. I don't quite understand personally how it could have happened, but it's not my game, so. If that was their plan, they've still done terribly. Come on, thing, throw your special. Oh, thank you, Scarlet Witch, for giving them an unblockable. Yeah, true. They have got some things right. Like, at least they're talking about buffing rewards for in-game content. The EOP doesn't seem too bad, in my opinion. I think the difficulty of that, for the most part, is pretty decent, especially for the rewards you get. The EOP for me is actually something that has been very good. Sup, Jason? How's it going? Good morning. Good morning. Welcome aboard. Kind of, yes. Plans for next season, but kind of no as well. There's a couple of things that need to happen for it to happen, so I'm not really saying or expecting too much just yet. But the things are in the pipeline for next season. Yeah. Because SSX will be going back to pushing, from what I gather. So they'll be hopefully going to try and fight for top 3, top 10 Masters. Oh, that metal ability is just saving her. Expect to get back into the alliance with you once more. Alright. Which, we'll see. The main point of if I can get there, I'll be probably aiming to go back to GT40. One, because my prestige stinks. And two, just because I've been there before. I know all the guys, we still have a good laugh. I'm still in all the chats and was giving them I enjoy giving them a bit of stick when I can. Oh, right, okay, so yesterday's conversation that came up, yeah. It's a weird one because obviously the morality side of it is like people said, that it's not really the greatest thing to do, but in that situation I don't really want to expose too much like out there sort of thing. If you're gonna do that and you're just gonna completely like disrespect like the other people in your alliance, especially when your alliance is pushing, can you ever take that perfect risk anymore? That's my kind of stance. I was kind of in the opposite stance of you're taking a gamble on someone. It's kind of been alright, but they've not really been fantastic all season. It comes to a war where you can win it and then pretty much be guaranteed war champ already with the 2 wars spear. And then just to not like care or like even because the main part of it is, and the main part that wound people up was the fact that the officers who made all the plans had private messaged people to give them a heads up on how exactly they wanted the fight to be played. They didn't read the message. Oh, great, thanks, game. They didn't read the message at all, and then all of a sudden just decided to go into the fight, and then they died. And the way that they died, just, yeah. So it's a weird one. It's a very, very weird one. Like, I understand both sides of the business or morality side of it, but it's something where you're trying to think about 30 people, or 29 others, rather than just a one individual scenario. So I do get it. But yeah, crypto, you say that, but a lot of alliances, like, especially you've got quite lucky in the sense that you're going to go to like a map 5 sort of not caring about AQ scenario. But a lot of alliances won't even take people who aren't in the point of like a decent prestige. They just won't even take you, so you can't even get decent alliance war rewards because your prestige for a game mode that is only competitive really by kind of Kabam RNG, a little bit of potential spending, or a hell of a lot of arena. So it's a weird one, and the more, like I said earlier, the more war alliances focus that we kind of have, I think it's personally better for the game. The only thing, and the reason why I want to keep doing AQ at the highest, like map 8 standard, and try and push kind of still in AQ, is just to be able to have rank up resources, just to enable me to get a little bit closer and better to people's like decks in Battlegrounds. Because right now I'm a good way off. Why, Jason? What was your thoughts on it? I don't think I saw it in the chat. I kind of phased in and out of the chat. Someone told me to make sure that I didn't cause a full-scale war in there, so I stepped away from it. SSX, I'm sure. Well, it took me. Your prestige must be higher than mine. I'm 14 point. Pardon me. I'm 14,953, I think. You must be higher than me because you've got about a gazillion rank 4s compared to me. Yeah. So the two really mix, and that's the kind of, not solely just the issue, but that's kind of the dealing with it as well, is the fact that you're in a scenario where it shouldn't really happen, but it has happened, and then you kind of have to make a kind of like a big decision. There's always going to be people that don't like it. There's always going to be some other people that are all for it. You're never going to fully win. It's alright. It's decent. I could have done a few other rank ups, like instead of rank 4 in Domino, I could have probably waited or done like Nimrod or something. But Penny Parker's, she's an okay prestige. Obviously, she was a way much. That's terrible English. A way better and way more obvious defender rank up. but sometimes these things have got to be done. It's just interesting to see all the other alliances catching up. Like the other, obviously GT40 pushed quite hard, especially when Rank 4s first came out, into, sorry, my cats decided to go nuts in the background, into Alliance War rank ups, and other people went for the AQ Prestige players, and now they're catching up. So it's interesting to see how it's all going to start playing out a little bit further, to be honest, especially with War. Let's get to a special one. Come on. Push me up to special one. Some nice prowesses. Yeah. I can't be asked to dex it when I can just sit there and regen for it. Oh wow. I cannot trigger a regen now. Now I can. Get out. Let's be at the top. You've got to make the tough decisions. Yeah. And that's the weird thing. Like, especially people in that chat yesterday, they were talking about how they'd never be able to join GT40 or whatever because they keep saying they're not skilled enough or whatever else. But the truth of the matter is that most people are probably skilled enough. It's about how you can handle the pressure. Like, this game has a lot of unbelievably good people that play the game. Like, and you can see that from some of the places that some people get in Battlegrounds with, again, not the biggest rosters in the world. There's some people that get there because the roster kind of carries them, and that's fair enough. That's how it should be. Like, that's part of the game mode. But yeah, it's just a weird situation. Like, no one will want this to happen again. But it's kind of just the way it is at the minute. Again, it's not just about performance. It was more the respect aspect, from what I gather, that kind of did this scenario. Like, imagine putting all your boosts, everybody using all their boosts. Like, I know people that had to buy the invuln boosts with units because they had so little. So they bought one, used like 4 in that war alone, because that was the sort of war that if they could push and win that one, it would have sealed their season. And then because someone didn't give anything the time of day, all of that was then wasted. They may as well have just done it without anything. And people might say that's the wrong way of looking at it, but in my opinion, like, that's kind of the short and sort of thing of it is that, Jesus, that was loud. I didn't realise I didn't have Do Not Disturb on. Yeah, sorry, I got sidetracked. So it's just one of them things of people need to kind of just understand that it wasn't purely a performance thing, and we're not kicking, or I say they've not kicked anyone because of like a death entirely. It's not solely on the death, it's the way in which it happened. Now that's the weird thing. Doom's SP2. No, I knew you were going to do it. been so weird with the whole Dexing scenario at the minute. Yeah, they do. So yeah, that's kind of like the thing on it. It'd be interesting to see how many people and how high the score for Valkyrie goes this time. I can see it being massive. Like, I predicted at least like 250, at least for Valkyrie. I know one person actually opened like six or seven cabs and got her. I couldn't imagine doing that. No chance. Like I have a football match that I'm going to in like what, just over an hour. Like, I can't imagine sitting there at the side of the pitch wanting to do the arena. Like I've sat there on the side of the pitch and done war before because I was needing to move at that exact moment. So when I was watching a game, I sat on the side of the touchline and did war. I remember once fighting a Weapon X with Warlock, and that was a rough fight. Like, I miss out on so many units compared to what I used to because of the changes to the 4-star arena. I have zero want or time to even think about pushing that arena. It's just an absolute tragedy of how like crazy of a grind that arena became. Okay, Crypto. I'm assuming you'll even. I've got a little bit long before I need to go, but let Ultron sit out this evade phase. Then we'll just start critting. Put that shock on. And get him out of there. I can't believe people were ranking down poor Mole Man. I understand for like gold and stuff, and then people will probably rank him up again in future, but he's still got a good amount of uses. I don't really see that the fix harms him that much as what people made out. Yeah, Jason, I think it's a stepping back thing as well that's kind of like interesting for a lot of people. I really enjoyed that the last stream where I did all my war fights live. Oh wow, that was bad timing. Cap Infinity Wall. Yeah, it was the last stream that I did before this one. I started on the arena, and then there was a person in the chat talking about my baby account, and was I still doing it? So I jumped onto that account quickly, did some stuff on that, progressed a little bit on that, and then came back to the main and saw that I was clear for war. So just did some war fights. I'm going to be putting them in the newest war video anyway, so I'm now trying to get ready to catch up with actually consistently putting war videos back up again. Oh, that's a weird hitbox. So it's going to be up in the... It'll be included in the next war video that should be out later today. Probably in like 7 or 8 hours, I think. Jeepers, look at them Mystic champions running wild. Yeah, I'm not fighting Nick, can't be bothered. Still thinking about ranking up Black Widow. Taking up to rank 3 as another Battlegrounds nuke. Oh wow. I thought I shallow evaded then. And maybe this guy too, eventually. Yeah. Yeah, it's... Of course he's right. Like, there's no way that there can be any less. And anybody saying that is ridiculous. Like, we know yourself, you personally, you pushed really high up. Then got really, like, unlucky on the last day. Because you were kind of doing it for a bit of content and a bit of everything else. And then kind of just got screwed for it. That's kind of the reason why I just didn't even get all the win milestones. I got to wherever I got to, the 500th or something, I was like, not playing it anymore. The fact that they can't even fix it doesn't give me a lot of hope for when it goes live. But you never know. We never know with this game. Let's go that. Could they fix it and make it really interesting? It'd be really like... Could it be perfect? Yeah. Is there maybe something that they need to kind of speak to people in game about? Maybe even speak to and reach out to like the CCP or something like that. About whether they could give advice or anything onto how to maybe detect the people that they're thinking. It's a very interesting one. See if I can build one more prowess. Yeah, wow, that was a terrible special. Please let this one be better. Nope, no better. Yeah. Yeah, you're... Oh my god, yeah. You see some of the Battlegrounds matches you did. 100% you've got to be putting yourself in that category. But there's just a few things that, yeah, we all know they need to work on. And I think sometimes it's just if they reached out and asked people for day 1 or day 2, they might not like the feedback, dependent upon how honest and open people were being with the feedback. But at the end of the day, the feedback's going to be what sort of like carries the game. Because at the end of the day, if no one plays the game, there's already quite a few people that I know of that have refused to now spend on the game because of the way it is. and they used to spend a lot. But they're like, while the game's as broken as what it is, why should I spend money on it? And again, it's a fair point. Oh, come on, Air Walker, don't be that guy. Thank you. Don't very special one. Let's block it now. Yeah, and the other thing with Battlegrounds, like you said, is that people can get to the top and be classed as a really good player, but there's a lot of things that involve sort of being a good player on this game. It's the actual skill of playing the game. It's the knowledge. I know some people, again, who are fantastic at the game, but their knowledge is like horrible. And that's not in a nasty way. They just don't look into every champion kit and they don't think, right, okay, this is this scenario, or this is this scenario. Oh, nice. So I don't really blame them, but it's something that the game needs to look at. Alright, let me get a queue finish for the day. Let's just get some damage in. Like, I've made it quite obvious and apparent that I have applied to the CCP. I just haven't had a response yet. If it's going to be a no, I'd rather just have a no, and then I know to wait again. And yeah, it's tough. Like the knowledge part's tough because some things can just happen the way you don't expect it to. Other things can just sort of be you don't know until you've experienced it. I can't believe I haven't done a single crit in this kitty fight yet. I don't know whether that's lucky or unlucky. Oh, here we go. Now they start coming. Get out. Yeah, Kyle, it's been it's very good. Very good. Thank you. Yourself? What's she got left on her? Powerful from afar. Ugh. Leave that one off. Oh, I need to buy some tickets. Some glorious Alliance Quest tickets. Fabulous. How many revives have I got ready for this new finally OP week? So that'll be 8. Nice. Yeah, like I know personally, I feel like my knowledge will get so much better from this game. In my experience, if I could get access to like the CCP, where I could see all the champs and like, have the ability to be able to use them and test them and sig them up, and it's an interesting position that I'm in, being that I have over the 500 subscriber requirement, which is perfect. Obviously now we're still going to keep pushing just like yourself, and also Ave from GT40 has had a massive push recently on his channel. He's like 520 something, I think now. So he's right behind me again. I think Kabam bringing out some content, like, yeah, okay, EOP's content, but maybe the new act or something can also bring people in and kind of let them experience it. But it's just one of them weird ones of like needing to learn, like needing to play and needing to learn, and I don't really want to spend loads of money to be able to kind of try and figure out a champ and if they're going to be good. And oh, nice. I should have really pushed the special 2 here. I'll go for it. Oh, that was a close call on the decks. Okay, weird. Oh, unblockable, but she's just going to do that. Okay. Now I get power drained, power burned even. Nice. Oh my god, Penny, just sit back for a second. What the hell? Don't very special 1. Oh, I got lucky with that. Oh, I'm just going to go for it. I won't kill her, but I'll leave her close. Yeah. Yeah, CCP is 500. Let Cromwell go in and finish that off. Okay, I mean, you can leave it for me here. No, CCP is only 500 now. But you still need to like request it, and you have to have so much content that's MCOC related purely, and there's a few things, but you can still do it. It used to be, I'm sure it used to be 1,000, because I was under that impression, but it's just one of them things that, like I said, I'd really enjoy it. I think it'd be great to be able to have that experience to do that. But I'm just waiting for a response, sadly. Right, I need to start this arena. So yeah, if I was you, Jason, I'd definitely be applying. I know I've applied like twice, and just because I haven't got a response. just make sure that if you do get accepted, you stick to the NDA. That's the main thing. If you go onto the forum, there's a post on there that's called the content creator program. And if you go onto that, fill out the form that's on that webpage, it asks for like your YouTube channel, your Twitch channel, your Twitter, if you have a Twitter. It asks for a few different things. Yeah, that's all it is. And then I think once they've kind of accepted, they then put you into the CCP kind of like Discord thing that they have. And then that's about it. And then you're in and you can do what you want. You could even be one of them people that like rank 4 and SIG 200's Kang. Like there's some weird people that do things like that out there. Like, you could do that with without harming your own live account sort of thing, which is quite handy. Yeah, I don't use like anything Instagram wise, especially not for the game. I do have Twitter. Twitter. I should probably actually start utilizing that a lot more and a lot better, to be honest. Wait, what synergy she got? We should just start with a bar of power. Because that just caught me off guard. I should pause that fury for a second. There we go, clear that out. Like, and just to see what these buffs are going to be like, I think would be like a really nice feature too. Because there's so many champs that seem to be getting buffed, and you never just know, like, is it actually going to be decent? Oh, nice. Going to be opening up a few features come season rewards, which will be nice. I think there's 3 of them I've got to open, I think. See if we can get anything nice. I think even if I got a Mega Sentinel, I don't think I'd take her up for Prestige now. I don't know. I really was always against Surfer, but he's actually showing some worth in Battlegrounds now too. So it's to the point where if he's actually going to be useful in Battlegrounds too, okay, he's worth it. For me, before, he was never ever worth like the ranked materials. But people using him a lot for like Penny Parkers on defense and stuff like that, and if you've got no better counter, he seems like a half decent one. And then if you're going to rank for him, you're actually going to use him. Okay, you may as well put the stones in him and use him as a prestige option too. But then we get to see how Quicksilver is, because Quicksilver's champion thing came out yesterday. So that'll be interesting to see how Quicksilver performs and is in terms of the prestige race. Because if he's higher than Surfer, do people then stop doing Surfer? Or do people just have that many signature stones nowadays? It doesn't make a difference. Yeah, the triple immunity helps massively. It was why, realistically, when I first started, people were calling Iceman the king of the mutants, because it was basically him or Archangel, and if they were bleed or poison immune, Archangel was nothing. Like, that was a weird time. Iceman now just kind of needs a little bit of a numbers update, and he'd probably get used a lot more if he just got a numbers update. I imagine his usability would actually spike a little bit of an increase. But again, it's not my game. It's their game, and they can do what they need. I'm pleased with it. What do you think the categories for the final week of the AOP is going to be? I'm honestly not sure. They could do the class one again, but if they've done it once, are they going to do it again? Or because it's called Anger, are they going to really try and wind people up? It's at that point where, because I think the worst fight for me this EOP cycle was probably Hercules, just because of how AI dependent he was in general. He was actually really annoying. I know a lot of people didn't really like Overseer. I didn't mind that, and I think that if they do the class things again, people will probably just bring in like a Nick Fury or something, and they'll just burst through Overseer and Hercules. Oh no, not yet. Ultron Classic. I wouldn't mind that so much. I feel like he's could. I just don't know where he'd have a use now. Do you know what I mean? He'd be another one of them trophy champions. But how many people realistically are doing the Labyrinth 100% anymore? The 5-star is basically a trophy champion anyway. Oh, that was late. Really late. I just need the normal Ultron to be nice. If I can get them as a 6-star. He'd really help on Battlegrounds. Just don't have them either. The only one I don't know about for Battlegrounds would be Negative. I've seen a couple of people use Mr. Negative. I need to stop dexing specials when I'm using Guardian. I need to just get used to parrying them. And again, I instantly dex it. Ah. I don't think I'm in your Discord yet, still, Jason. I think we said last time I was in your stream and I was asking about it, we'd get it all sorted, but then we never did. I need to like keep pushing my own as well, to be fair. So many things that I need to keep doing that I'm just not doing very well at the minute. But it's going to be interesting to see like what shake-up happens after the season, because I think I saw they announced the some Alliance War reward buffed like update thing again. But I personally think AQ needs it more, or else that part of the game is just going to die. Oh no. That wasn't good, but at least I can put that damage back on them now. This is a champion I don't see myself ever taking up to rank 4 and SIG 200 anytime soon. I did him as a 5-star when I needed to get through some tough content, but I don't know, I don't ever see him really used anymore. In Battlegrounds, I'm assuming you mean. So like if they quit out and they still get points scenario, or the restart one? Which one do you mean? I know this won't crit, but at least I have crits on every hit going forward. Take one for the team now. I'm assuming you mean the quit and then restart rather than just quit out and leave your score as what it is. Yeah. Again, he was useful to get me through some content in Act 6, and I think that's about it. Maybe a variant. Yeah, so the restart one. Yeah. Terrible. Like, the fact it's even a thing is a joke. But what can they do? Like, can they punish someone if their game crashes? It's that scenario of how do they fix it out? Because even now, like, we all know that in game you can accidentally have your game crash, and you can potentially have another shot at doing something. It is cheating. It is terribly cheating. Like, and you'd like to think that people would be better than that, but like, people, it's a competitive game mode, so people are going to do it to win. Like, look at back in the day in War. People used to force close their fight halfway through a fight before it all got updated, like 10 seasons ago or whatever. And then they just not log back into the game until the war map, or the war was over, and they never count as a death. So it's one of them weird situations of everybody knows it's cheating. You're an arsehole if you do it. But I can't see that's like a thing that they're going to be able to fix or do anything about anytime soon. I think the only thing they could possibly do is that if someone does it, like, there's then potentially like a time limit. So the next time, if it happens again in 10 minutes, which is your next Battlegrounds match again, then they know that you're doing something a bit weird. So they're just like, no, that's it. And they take your points off you. Like, that'd be the only thing. Or they do like a, I don't know, like a time ban sort of thing. So if you disconnect from a fight, you come back into it. After that fight, you have to wait, I don't know, 25-30 minutes to be able to matchmake again. Because that way they could kind of argue that maybe if you're in a bad signal area and you've disconnected, within half an hour you probably could be out of that area again. Yeah, there was a few alliances that used to use and abuse it at the time, so. This is the champion that I really want as a 6-star. I would absolutely love an Immortal Abomination. I didn't get to use him anytime in the Defiance thing, and he just ran the show. It'd be interesting to see if people like still use them at all or much for the next couple of seasons when Defiance is no longer a thing anymore. That's something they need to come back out with the cooldown deck system. Yeah. 100%. I think they need to find a good spot for the cooldown though. I would have said like 4 to 5 hours. For me personally, I think would be kind of fair. Even if they wanted to reduce the champion usage down to like 2 uses a time. Like, it was free, wasn't it? It was 3 uses, and then it was 8 to 12 hours, was it? Four to 5 kind of, for me, would seem fair. You could probably then squeeze in, what, if they're going to keep doing it 15 energy a time, well, you get 4 goes of Battlegrounds per full energy like thing that you have, and then you have like 4 hours again before you could do it again. You probably get another 3 or 4 goes of energy in that time if you've requested help for your alliance mates. And that's what I was referring to earlier. I think if Kabam asked more people for a little bit of feedback, people, as long as they let people know what they want, but they're not like dickheads about it, it could work out to be a really good thing. Like, all the time I was in GT4, all I ever wanted like Kabam to do was just to reach out to us when we were winning war and just be like, right, what? Oh my god, this game. They're like, what are you thinking about doing? And it's just one of them things of, we're the people that play it, we could help to make it a lot better. Like, you see there, that fight recovery thing, I did nothing there, it just instantly booted me off. So I could understand if it kind of did that to someone in Battlegrounds, but get up to the special 3. And the immortality and the fight there. Because in the same sense, Jason, like, what do you think to the fact that power back boost can be used in Battlegrounds? For me, that's the most ridiculous thing. Does he go unblockable here? And he throws this. No, one more. He needed one more buff, I think. Yeah. Basically cheating the same. Just seems crazy. Like, at least the normal boost, they say on them, can't be used in Battlegrounds. Whereas the power back ones don't say that anywhere. Especially if someone's running like suicides on the Ghost or something like that. Like, it's probably not even going to be close to being any form of fear. Are we okay, Dr. Doom? Do you want to run at me? Oh, I thought that was a medium, but ended on a light. There we go. So in one small arena push, the game's closed twice. Imagine if you're actually pushing for someone like Valkyrie or something. You're trying to pull up 200 and something million. Your game must be crashing like every 20 minutes. That must be so like frustrating. He was just not dashing into me then. There we go. I do think for a lot of people and YouTube and live streaming and stuff, when Battlegrounds comes back, it'll probably give a lot of people more content and a lot of things to happily watch. I just couldn't miss out on them rank 4 resources. I was like, right, okay, I'll throw away 6 stones. I don't care about them that much. But then resources, oof. But once I get to a million on this arena, I'm gonna call it a day. Well, call it at least the morning. head off to football. I can't just sit here playing this game all day, sadly. Got like 2 more goes through, I think. 2 or 3 more. But hopefully build up the battle chips as well. So we can potentially actually buy some future offers. Why have I just picked Morningstar? I don't know. Oh, that's an Angela. Fantastic. That's worked out beautifully. Apart from that intercept, wow. Right, get her down nice and quick. That's a long special too. That's a long special too. Right, let's just try and get this finished quick. Yeah, you'll do it quick. You will do it quick. Okay. You on you. Yeah, that seems about right. Alright, get that done. Come on. Bleed should finish off. Part of the reason why I'm thinking about using him in Battlegrounds on offense, taking him up to rank 3. Especially unduped, because he can be used in war as well on the conflicted nodes. Oh, nice. In that fight like that. There's the 1 million. And try and just end with a nice little thing on King Groot. Oh, King Groot, come on. Come back. Stop running away from me. Speed 2, get it done. Sick. What time is it? 1 o'clock. Perfect. Right. On that note, I'm going to end it there. Thank you very much for joining me and helping me through that suffering. And I'll catch you all in the next one.